Hello, welcome to Scrap Time episode 678. My name is Christine, and on today's episode I'm showing you a bunch of boxes from Lifestyle Crafts. Today I am showing you a variety of box dies from Lifestyle Crafts. I've shown some of these before, but I thought I'm going to show them again because I do use them so often, and I thought you'd like to see a few different ways to use them. So I am starting with, this is the paper bag. I've used a Halloween paper from Kaiser Craft. I used an everyday paper from Fancy Pants, a Christmas paper from Fancy Pants, and a Christmas paper from Crate Paper. These were, the Christmas papers were last year's collections. And it's always great to use a double-sided paper because, you know, you do see inside the bag. So it just gives it a nice finish to it. Sometimes, you know, you can use it like this, but you can easily, what I've done before is just pinch it in like this. You could punch a couple holes and then tie a ribbon there or some twine. And that's a really cute way to close it up. Because these, you know, have a nice size in them, you can fit a few different size gifts and gift cards, candies. You can make an advent calendar out of them. But the point being is that the die is so versatile that you can just change up the paper and you have a completely different little bag. I'm going to show you how the die is. It comes like this, and what I like about this is that it is long. So for example, I had these words. I put it the long way, and all the way around the words were the right side up. So that was one thing I like about this die. So all you do is I fold it. It has little perforations, so you know where to fold it. Then, now some people use the sticky tapes. I still like to use my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive because last year I had used sticky tapes on some pillow box dies and they kept coming apart under my tree. So maybe my tape just wasn't good. So I like to use the quick dry because it does dry quick, and it does also give you a little wiggle room when you're adhering it down. So I just put glue on that one side, stick it down, and then on the bottom, again, I'm just going to put glue on one end, and then sometimes I will get something like a glue bottle just to press it down in there, and that die is done. So now we have the pillow box die set. Now the great thing about these pillow boxes is that they do fit a gift card. So I used these last year, that's what I was talking about, for all my gift cards. And again, I used a variety of papers, and then you can even dress it up. I like usually tie ribbons around them. You can add flowers, embellishments, and really make them fancy. The die comes this way, and so when I've cut it, this is, I'm using all Amy Tangerine papers for all my samples I'm showing you. And so I loved this image, so I made sure that I got that image into my box. And again, you fold. Now with this one, what I like to do is match the ends like that and fold. And then I fold this over like that. So that way I know it will go nicely together. So I fold that in, get my glue, and you want to try and glue it on the edge, or have the glue go out to the edge, because that is where your line is. So if you glue too far over, when it pops out like that, I just use my fingers, pick it up. So if you were to glue too far over, then this flap would lift up. You just make sure it's nice and glued, and then there's your box. And there's little indentations here already for where you fold it over like that. I don't want to totally do it just because my glue is still drying. But you can see on these finished boxes, it gives you that spot to do your fold over, so you get the nice little pillow box die. Next up are match boxes. These are really cute. You can use 2 different papers and you open them up. You can see on the outside, so you can have a lot of fun with these boxes. Just show you the insides of that, and again, all seasons. The only thing is they're not big enough for a gift card, but you can put a bunch of other fun things and goodies and stuff in them. So this die comes in 2. This is the top and the bottom. So again, with the length, I may try to utilize the length, and I love these little bamboos. So it has little folding lines. You fold it on the lines. So once you fold it, there's going to be an overlap here, and that's where you're going to glue it down. For this one, I put one near the top and one near the bottom. And then it just sits in there. You match it up. And then while that dries, we'll make the bottom. You just, again, fold. Hold up all your little ends. And then you need to glue each of these little sides. So I like to glue it here and here, sometimes even on the top. Give it a little press. Put the flaps inside to make it nice and neat. And just like that, the bottom is done, and it just goes right into the top. And there we have a really cute matchbox ready for gift giving. And again, you can tie ribbons around it and decorate it however you like. Next we have these cute little triangle pyramid boxes. See that? The die comes like this. It fits within a 6x6 square. Again, it's all perforated, so I'm just going to fold it all. Fold in these edges. Sometimes if you wanted to, you could fold out the edges. That's fine too. I'm going to fold in though mine. And so then it all comes in. And I like to use twine. And so what I do is I go in a hole, bring up the next one, and then I go out. Then I'm going to bring this around and go in from that way, and then out from this one. So you gotta just sort of work with it, fold all the sides in, like that. Okay, pull your twine tight, and then I'm just going to tie a knot first. And once you tie that first knot, you can see how it holds it together. And then with twine, you just need a bow. You don't need to double knot it. So I'm just tying a little bow, and I can cut off. And we have our finished box. Next we have the popcorn box. I showed this the other week when I showed the Halloween dies. Again, it's a really fun die. Fun box. You can put treats, you can put goodies, whatever you want. Comes like this. So we just fold it. We fold in the base. Sometimes I find it doesn't go quite there, so I'll just take my snips and just snip it to the corner like that. Fold it. We get our glue. Here's our little edge. I'm just going to put some glue down there. Bring it around. Match it up. We have that. And then with this one, with the way the bottom is, you don't actually need glue. You just push in the bottom, push down this, and then this little bit gets put into there. And your box is done. Super cute, sweet popcorn box. Next up, we have these cute little takeout boxes. This die was originally released for Valentine's Day, but obviously you can use them for any season. I think these would be cute even hanging on your Christmas tree with little advent messages inside would be really fun. So I'm going to show you that die. It also fits within a 6 by 6 inch square. This one has a lot of folds on it. You just want to fold it up a bit just to make it easier putting it together. And then what we want to do is fold in these squares. Now you could just fold all this box up and then just close it up, but I usually like to still put some glue on it so when the person opens it, it is still stuck together as a box. Let me just fold this end here. But you could just do this, close it, and then this fits in there. So if you didn't want to glue it, as you can see, you don't have to glue it. And then all I do is put a piece of twine in there, and that's how I make the little handle. So it's up to you. You can glue it together or you can just fold it up together and then add the little twine for the handle. Now we have the box and lid set. This box comes with one base but two different lids. This one is straight and then there is a scalloped lid as well. Very cute. And you can see how cute they are with the different variations of Christmas papers, Halloween, or little fun Christmas boxes with the polka dot. So depending on what paper you have would change the look of these boxes. So here we have the base of the box and the scalloped end. So you just want to, again, fold everything before gluing. And with this one, you just want to glue these little tiny tabs that are on the side there. Oh, I just need to get my glue going. It seems to have clogged a little. Whenever my glue clogs, I just put a pin in there. And then it should be, there we go, it's back to gluing. So you just put together the ends. I like to just do one end at a time. It just gives you more control. And the other good thing about this quick dry is, as I mentioned before, it dries quick. So some glues, once you put the glue on, you have to hold it for quite a while, whereas this one, you don't have to hold very long. And then with the base, we're doing the same thing. We're just folding it up. I want to have this design on the outside. Then you just glue that the same way, except now we just have bigger sides. So as you can see from most of the boxes we've made so far, they're very quick to put together. You just cut them out and glue them, so it wouldn't take you that long to make them, especially if you decided you were going to make a bunch of them for a project or for gift giving during the holidays. Put one more side here and we'll put our box together. Just like that. And then the lid fits on. With my scallops, you just have to watch, sometimes the scallops get caught. And just like that, we have this cute little scalloped edge box. Here we have the fry box. Now with this one, you really want to watch out for what the other side of the paper is, because both sides are prominently featured. So when you're picking paper, you just want to watch out for that. The other thing with the fry box is that this is going to be like this. So you want to watch out the pattern. So if you have a pattern that is definitely up and down, what's going to happen is one side will be right and the other side will be backwards. So that's the other thing you want to watch when choosing your paper for this design. Just going to give it a little bend there. Again, there's perforation marks. And now I'm just going to glue the sides. So I'm going to put glue just down one side. And I want to match the bottom so they're straight across. And just put a bit of pressure. And then glue the other side. Glue the other side, and there we have our completed fry box. The last one I'm going to show you is the treat bag. And again, you want to be careful of what's on the back of your paper because it does poke out here. With this paper, in the corner of the paper was this pattern, so I made sure I lined up my treat bag so I could really get that on the front of my bag. And these are really cute. You can put stuff in them. I've even put a doily over top with a ribbon, tied it up and put gift cards and different gifts in them. So this is another long die that's going to be folded up. So you have to be careful again with the pattern. If it's one that is a very up and down sort of pattern, it will be upside down on the back. So you have to decide if that bothers you. So I folded in my strips. I'm going to run some glue down there and then down here. Like that. And then I am just going to fold this over. Give it a press. And there we have our treat bag. That quick. So hopefully you will get some of these dies. These are the types of dies that you can use over and over and over again for years to come. And just by changing out your paper, you can get a completely different look. Well, that's it for today's episode. However, if you are interested in buying any of the dies that I showed you today, be sure to check out lifestylecrafts.com. And when you use the promo code SCRAPTIME, you will receive 20% off your purchase. As well, Scrap Time receives a percentage of the sale to help support our show, and we are truly thankful to all of you that support us. And be sure to check out our website at www.scraptime.ca, and on our next episode, I'm going to be showing you some Crafters Workshop templates. So please join us. Thanks for watching Scrap Time.